Kaido was long thought to be a brutish force of nature, a self-destructive tyrant who enslaved nations, produced biological weapons through smile fruits, and embodied the word monster. But what if his story ran deeper than we thought? Kaido joined the Rocks Pirates at just 15 years old and remained with them until he was 21. Through those years of chaos and conquest, what if he began to admire Rocks himself? Imagine the pivotal moment in their relationship. Rocks kicking Kaido in the face after Kaido suggested using his strength to conquer Elbaf and force Herald under their flag. What if Kaido respected him for that? During this time with Whitebeard, Kaido may have also come to admire the bond between Rocks and Whitebeard, seeing in them the kind of strength, charisma, and camaraderie he longed for but could never quite reach. Then, after obtaining his devil fruit, Kaido finally believed he had the power to stand beside them. And for a while, he did, until Rocks fell. When the Great War ended and Rocks met his end, likely in glory, Kaido became obsessed with that loss. He left for Wano only to suffer again, this time to a man who once served under the very pirate he admired in Whitebeard. Years later, when Whitebeard sailed to Marineford to rescue Ace, Kaido set out to follow him, perhaps hoping to help, so Whitebeard wouldn't have to meet the same fate as Rocks. But Shanks stopped him. Not long after, Kaido cast himself from his Sky Island, not out of boredom, but grief. Whitebeard had fallen too. Another brother, lost to a war of glory. Kaido never forgave Shanks. He never forgave himself. He even donned an overcoat reminiscent of Rocks. They both have black overcoats. A quiet tribute to the man who shaped his ideals. His ultimate goal became clear: to build an army so powerful that he too would pass away in a glorious war, just like Rocks and Whitebeard. To finally catch up to the men he admired most, and when he ultimately fell to Joy Boy, the very man he once believed himself to be, someone capable of changing the world, Kaido passed, content. His war might not have reached the same scale as those who came before him, but his final enemy was the one destined to defeat Imu, the same being Rocks once tried to overthrow. Kaido hated the world because it took his brothers from him, and so he took his hatred out on the world.
It makes it so much deeper, bro. Yeah. Honestly.
Kaido might be way more sentimental, and that probably explains his wild depression. He's a young kid who came from a celestial dragon, heavenly tributed country, and they sold him off. You remember when Kaido was chained up and he spoke to his king and he was like, "Why don't you fight back?" Rocks was that person he was hoping his king would be.